I got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. Now, for the past few days, I've been going live, telling my story, speaking my truth. And a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, yeah, not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children. And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times, they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied. Because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I do not want. And I don't give a fuck what nobody think about it. You're not gonna force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that gonna have to carry a baby for 9 months. It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with. Because you're gonna be like, one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want. Another thing is, these just jump offs. These the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body and they think I wanna be a father to a child for one of them? Like, I don't even have no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children? Before y'all say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch this shit and be like, black man this, black man that, I don't give a fuck. I really don't.
Well, how you feel about that?
Listen, the way I feel about that is we created this monster, right? We don't like to look at the consequences of our action. And by us, I mean all of these YouTube daddies and mommies on the internet trying to tell people what they should think, how they should live, right? Don't think about the monster they just created. So, because women can get, the A word, although they can't, because remember, we repealed Roe v. Wade. So job on that one also. Pick and struggle. But anyway, because of that, right, it's her fault that you refuse to pull out, you refuse to wear a condom, you refuse to just stop creating lives, right? You just refuse to stop. And it's not your problem, your fault, or your responsibility. And so when everything is attached to your DNA doesn't get the proper support, love, guidance, whatever it deserves, and everything attached to your DNA is dysfunctional and broken, and you have nothing resembling a positive legacy to pass your stuff down to, or whatever, pass your lessons down to, pass your money down to help you wipe your butt when you old, then you're gonna be like, come on, I'm your father. No, but you just said you weren't. Right? They didn't count because they came from a jump off, right? Like, that's still your blood, idiot. Like I don't, the logic or lack thereof is amazing. Like, as though that's not your child. You're not spiting the woman, you're spiting your children. Like, I don't get it.
This guy's interesting because one thing I want people to understand, because I do want to get this out here as an adult male, I should just say this because a lot of people don't seem to understand this. Abortions aren't easy. they aren't, like, a lot of times it comes with trauma because you're literally having to have a surgery to take a life out of somebody, and sometimes you get emotional attachment, things happen, maybe something mess up, it might leave scars for the rest of your life that you're gonna remember. A lot of things happen. It's not just like, hey, I'm paying for everybody an abortion. So it's not like it's just easy that I could just go out there and be like, yo, I'm just gonna go and get everyone pregnant and it's y'all problem, not mine. Everybody want to speak about responsibility until you actually have something.
Right.
It's everybody else's fault, which is mostly my theme for today. It seems like everybody else's fault except mine. I look at life like this, Ruby. Simply, what I can control in front of me is what I can do. What everybody else do, I cannot control. So, those women might be crazy. Those dudes might be crazy. I can only control who I attract, who I'm attracted to. And at one time, I'll admit it, I liked Toxic back when I was 21. Toxic was fun. Toxic was very fun. Having a toxic woman was fun. You cannot lie. Listen, you didn't know what was gonna happen every day. you didn't know nothing. It was like an adventure. When you get older, you kind of be like, listen, my heart rates too fast. I can't run no more. When I full sprint when I was 21, it was amazing. Put me on a 200-meter track team at USM. They wanted me to try out. I didn't do it. 30. Nah, I ain't trying out for no track team. My heart start hurting as soon as I take off running. So listen, as a mature, I'm just telling y'all, it's fun while it lasts. Is it worth it? Nah. So messing with this, the same thing for women. Messing with the toxic dude is fun for a little bit until gunshots come through your window. And then you like, what's going on?
I'm sorry, I'm normal. I never thought toxic was fun or cute. Sorry about that.
There's a lot of people that think toxic fun and cute. Chance of you getting robbed from some girl you met online because she's look hood and she crazy, and then you park up to her apartment and her boyfriend come out and rob you. Life is dangerous. I've seen this happen. Shout out to college life. You learn a lot of this. Thankfully, he lived. I done seen stories they don't. So all I'm saying is, listen, if a dude tell you something, if people tell you something, believe them.
True.
So now I look at it like this. It's your responsibility. If you go out and you see this man online and you choose to sleep with him, count on you. If you know him, if you're like, oh, that dude wild, it's a count on you. Now, if you don't know, it ain't on you. We can't blame you if you don't know. But once you learn, right, once you know better, you do better. That's called accountability. That's all.
I think this dude's a whole liar, though. That's the problem.
He probably is lying. That sounds like a clap move. He knew it was going viral. That's also a problem with the internet. It's easy just to make up your whole life just to impress people. That's also a theme of this show. Like I told y'all, the rapper that buys a Lamborghini, everybody, oh, he's a Lamborghini, I want to date him, or I want to be like that guy. And you don't own it. You just like a way to stun on people. A lot of your favorite people do that, by the way. I just want y'all to know.
No, it's true. But there's like a lot of women I know that even though a guy did say that right at the beginning, don't want to have children, or I never want children, or whatever, they will then, in the course of dealing with this woman, the guy will turn around and change his mind. Or maybe he's just saying it because he doesn't want to pull out, or he's tired of wearing condoms, whatever, right? But the point is that he will actually verbally say something different to her. So even though she might have said at the beginning, I can never do a termination, I'm anti that, or it's against my religion or whatever, I don't believe in it. And she's never changed on that. More often than not, these guys turn around and say, I want you to have my baby. Oh, I think we'd be great parents, whatever. Is it just because they, they just want to bust a nut? Like, probably, right? But a lot of times we're not talking about grown women who are 35, 40 years old. And, we're talking about like 18 to 25-year-old idiotic young women. Their centers of their brain aren't fully formed yet. They might be still wrapping up puberty with all these hormones flying all over the place, and they believe these guys. Now the guy wants to turn around and say, I told her from the beginning. Yeah, but what did you tell her in the middle, right? You might have told her at the beginning, but I want to know all the stuff you said between that and then the point where she let you, and not just one, but 7 women would let you impregnate them as though they don't know their own cycles, they don't know about when they ovulate, they don't know nothing. Like, really? Yeah, jump off's not stupid, right? That's like saying all of your baby mamas and you have 7 of them and they're all prostitutes or porn stars, right? Like, if your basic profession, and let's be real, jump off's basic profession is, in the sex industry, then you're exactly the kind of person who doesn't make accidental mistakes like that. That means he's lying. That's just what it is. He's turned probably a lot of good, decent girls, decent women, whatever. He's making himself feel better by calling them jump offs, but they're probably not jump offs. Just saying. I think he's just a whole ass lie. Sorry about it.
True. Be careful.